Oh, hi, welcome to my channel, Talk Yakatero. Today is September 12th, Friday, September 12th, Friday, 2025. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. I'm still getting that amused feeling from earlier. I don't know what that is. It's like, you ever look at life and you're just like, this is just the coolest thing ever. I don't know. I feel like life is just, it's just, it's just everything. I don't know. I'll get 1 to 2 cards. First card that says, or that came out says small steps. What is that? I'm seeing like a creature or something, but it's wearing like a gas mask. I don't know, like it could be like like a deformed masculine, or like a humanoid, something humanoid. Okay, but it's wearing a gas mask, like the air, like it can't breathe the air properly or something. There's just something wrong with the air. It can't breathe the air. Or I'm hearing that one song, tell me how to breathe with no air. Who sings that? Is that Jordan Sparks? Tell me how to breathe with no air. I feel like every girl and like their mom, that song had them in a chokehold when that song came out. How am I supposed to breathe with no air? I think that's what it is. How am I supposed to breathe with no air? Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like the air is being like, it's like being suctioned away from these things. Anyways, so. It's so funny because look, it looks like something wearing a gas mask. You see that, right? Like those are the eyes, and then that's like, it looks like a gas mask. Anyways, small steps, the small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. And I was just talking about how life is just everything. Big, small, little, big, black, white, red, yellow, blue, the rocks, the sun, the stars, happiness, sadness, achievements, failures. It's just nature, wind, love, hate. It's just... it's so complex, but it's so simple at the same exact time. It's everything. Light, dark. This, that. Alright. I swear, I feel like I'm one of the funniest people I know. But yeah, so that's how I was saying, like, life is just, it's just everything. And it's like, it feels so good, and it's like, it's funny but tragic. I heard something recently where it was kind of like, up close life looks like a tragedy, but far away it looks like a comedy, right? So when you really look at the whole thing, I don't know, life is, in all its complexities, intricacies, complications, flaws, it's still so simple and beautiful and great, you know? Anyways. So yeah, small steps. The small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. Yeah, I feel like you have a very, like, it's a very clear appreciation. Like, you have a clear appreciation, okay? And that energy, you know exactly where to direct the appreciation to. So. I'm hearing whom. Fine. Then you know whom to direct that appreciation to, okay? Whom. Since it matters so much. Right? Who says that? Ross from Friends? It's whom. Whom. Right? So, I'll get one more. It's a really beautiful day out, too. It's like nice and sunny. That's funny because I was seeing Libra, but the scales of Libra, but either or. I mean, I was gonna see it anyways. So, Harmony's call. Embrace. All right. Embrace equality and pursue justice, harmonizing the energies to manifest a balanced and just outcome. Embrace equality and pursue justice, harmonizing the energies to manifest a balanced and just outcome. Which is so funny because in appreciating life, you have an understanding of everything when it comes to life. It's tragic but also comedic. It's good but also bad. It's light but also dark. And you have to have a balance of not just suffering but also like joy and laugh. Okay? You need a balance. I feel like people want to joy and laugh and feel like they can overcome the suffering portion of life, and that's impossible. You cannot. That will never be a thing because it's part of the lessons and evolution and learning and elevating and blah blah. Okay, so it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. So yeah, small steps, Harmony's call. So everything that you've been doing, the small steps, the triumphs, it's been. I'm getting the word humble a lot. Right? It's like the appreciation that you have. It's like downright humbling in a way. Okay. So, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is all good. Embrace equality and pursue justice. I've been hearing the phrases black and white, but more so, not everything is black or white. Okay? So that's very important to remember to keep in mind for the next coming season. I don't know. You just have to keep in mind that not everything is black. It's neither just completely this or just completely that, right? Now, this could be a situation, this could be a person, this could be a dynamic, this could be an opportunity. I don't know. There's something that's the meridian. All right, and there's something in the middle, like the sun is rising and the sun is setting, but in the middle would be the equator, right? There has to be a halfway point. It can't just always be this or that all the time. There has to be like a break, a meridian, something that breaks the split, something that breaks. What is something like there has to be a half, like something that breaks. What is that? It would be the scales. There's got to be a point where it has to be balanced. It could just be justice, some sort of injustice. A power dynamic is breaking. So a power dynamic is breaking. So that's to restore balance. Whew. Jeez Louise. Vortex of change. Yeah. Okay. Vortex of change. Engage with the vortex of change. Ooh, the inside of my ear just hurt. Engage with the vortex of change, where energies swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. So there is something is breaking up, power dynamic, a previous power dynamic that's breaking. When that happens, obviously, it's, when a tower falls, it gets rebuilt, right? Maybe not at that exact moment, but in time, right? If a castle falls on the land, right? Especially if they're in ruins, depending on the land, right? All that stuff, right? But for the sake of the story, when a castle falls, what happens? You have to rebuild it, okay? And then that begs the question, why did it fall? So if we're going to rebuild this tower, we're going to make sure that it's being done the right way. Foundations are good. It's not unsteady. No rocks look like they're going to fall out or something like that, okay? So something broke, okay? You could have... You could have broken some sort of power dynamic. Well, you could have broken some sort of power dynamic. That's what's changing everything. This could have been done just by you being in your own energy. It's like an example, like you're in an example or a living embodiment of like something about your equilibrium, balance, equilibrium, understanding, right? Time to cry, time to laugh. Okay, equilibrium. That's I feel like that has something to do with the inside of the ear too. Here's the thing. If the inside, oh my gosh, your equilibrium, I feel like it has something to do with the inside of your ear. When that is off balance, literally your actual balance is off. The inside of your ears has an effect on that. So it could have been like whatever you were hearing, whatever you were getting, whether this could be music, vibrations, advice, words, it was throwing you off balance, off course. All right, from your course would have been this, right? Dismantling some sort of power dynamic. Damn, it's going away. Well, let me see equilibrium. I feel like that's like with your ear. My ear was like hurting too. There's a fruit that I want to try. I love sour fruit. There's a fruit that I want to try. Equilibrium refers to a state of balance between opposing forces, which can describe systems in physics, chemistry, economics, or biology, but it also famously refers to a 2002 science fiction film starring Christian Bale about a dystopian society where emotions are suppressed to maintain peace. The film's protagonist, a special enforcer, begins to feel emotions after missing a dose of the emotion-blocking drug and starts to question his duty to the state. It's also kind of giving... The Giver, not the movie. I mean, the movie is but the book is better. There's actually 3 books. There's The Giver, there's The Messenger, and then there's The Giver, there's Gathering Blue, which is actually the best one in the series, and then there's Messenger, which is the 3rd book. So, yeah. In the movie The Giver, they had these pills that they would take, right? They start at the age of puberty. In the book The Giver, they take this pill. It kind of like blocks and suppresses emotions. But Jonah, he ends up not taking it, and not only that, but he can also see color. So everything in that world was black or white, this or that. Okay. So it could also be someone's trying to keep a dynamic, this world, this realm, black or white. But there's too much color. There's too much color, too much noise. Alright? There's too much color. That's the thing. And I also, in earlier's reading, oh, by the way, this is my second reading of the day, right? Earlier's reading, I was talking about how your happiness is too noisy. It's too loud. It's too loud. So your colors are too bright. Okay? Hold on. Equilibrium in the ear. The inner ear plays a crucial role in maintaining equilibrium or balance. I told you, it's the inside of your ear, 1444. The vestibular system located within the inner ear consists of 3 semicircular canals and 2 otolith organs, utricle and saccule. But we don't have to worry about that. That doesn't really matter. It's just, you know, so it's like when you rupture an eardrum, it really messes with your balance. So someone's trying to like, okay, I'm also getting, whoo boy, I'm also getting, so whoever is upset by whatever just broke, it could be the illusion that they were trying to maintain to keep this position of power, or a broken power dynamic, whatever the case it is, right? You broke that. Congratulations, woohoo. But whoever this person is, they want to like yell in your ear, or like they want to like, it's something with their mouth and their words and the noise that comes out of it. So listen, whoever this person is, they're just really loud. They're loud and wrong. Right? And they feel some type of way. It's like they want to voice their opinions. I don't really need cards, to be honest with you. I just do cards as a courtesy. But whoever this person is, they feel like they want to like yell at you. This is so stupid. They feel like they want to voice their concerns or their opinions to you. But it's just like... I'm telling you right now, this person, they hate that something just broke. They're gonna use their words to like mess up your balance. It's like they want to like... It would be, hypothetically speaking, if them yelling at you so loud would rupture your eardrum, right? Because the whole point is to get you off balance. Almost there, persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Yes, that's what's on the bottom of the deck. Someone's trying to throw you off balance, but it has to do with the things that they say out their mouth. The words that they are speaking of. Manifesting. The sounds that they string together, those words, they're hoping that it I don't know, like you take it to consideration, or you take it to heart. Like, it passes through your eardrums, your ear canals, and you just like, oh, wow, okay, this sounds good. They want something to sound good to you, so that way it can throw you off balance. So they're going to use the words to do this. Okay? A linguistic individual. So this is someone who's really good with words, switching words, flipping words, hiding intentions and deception, hiding intentions and deception through words. All right. So this is someone who's like, if they don't know, they won't tell you no. Okay. This is like they feel like they're really good with their words, because there's something like a confidence and cocky and arrogance behind their words. They feel like whatever they say is really gonna like get through past your eardrum or pierce your ears. I mean, that doesn't really matter, really. It's just background noise, so forget it. Anyways, back to you, collective. Small steps, harmony's call. Learn to say no in your dreams. Say no with conviction. Spiritual attacks. The word no is very powerful. Yeah, so you could be saying no in your dreams and standing your ground in your dreams. That's good. Keep doing that. All right. And also, the more that you do that in the physical, right, it strengthens in the spiritual. All right. So it also kind of like, the more you help yourself, the more the divine can provide for you, and blah blah blah. That's right. Okay. So that's that. But yeah, so you're doing good. Just keep up that fighting. Just keep up your boundaries, and make sure that you're very clear, and you say no with conviction, like no, right? So, like, that's mine. Okay, so you're doing it. You're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie. This is the second time I've seen the word 511 today. What is that? In the water. See, wade in the water. I don't know. .511 in the 511 angel number signifies a combination of the energies of the number 5 and 11, representing positive change, personal growth, and new beginnings. That's cool. Number 5 is associated with freedom, adaptability, and new opportunities, while the number 1, amplified by its presence next to the master number 11, emphasizes new beginnings and spiritual alignment. Seeing this angel number suggests that your guardian angels are guiding you toward fulfilling transformations and encouraging you to trust your instincts during these transitions. I like it. That's nice. What was it on the bottom? Almost there. A breakthrough. A brink of a breakthrough. New beginnings, spiritual alignment, new opportunities, fulfilling transformations. Fulfilling transformations, brink of a breakthrough. I feel like those two are what is connecting that. Brink of a breakthrough. What was it? And fulfilling transformation. So this breakthrough is going to, by you fulfilling some sort of transformation. Oh, you know what? I feel like that's past tense now. So you fulfilled some sort of transformation. You did something on your end of the contract, a deal with God, whatever. You did what you had to do on your end. Okay? You did that. You fulfilled some sort of, like if God said you need to do this, and you said okay, and then God said okay, you are qualified now. Okay? That came first. And now it's this, brink of a breakthrough. That's what's happening now. So that was past tense. Past tense could even be like a second ago. Congratulations. So, they don't like being alone. They can't be alone. So, whoever, it's the individual that wants to yell at you. They want to yell at you so bad to the point where they think that by verbally assaulting you or bullying you, you're going to be like, oh, okay. No, that's not going to happen. But, you know, that's just a projection, really. That's just a projection because, like, people who bug out like that, it's just like, I feel like this person's bugging out. This is someone, they're like codependent. They always need a friend, always need a girlfriend, always need a boyfriend, always need someone to do a chore with them, always need someone to go to a store with them, always need some sort of company, always, it's that. Even if their relationship is toxic or they don't like each other, whatever, this person would go out of their way to be around someone who they know does not like them just so they're not alone. And it's this person that wants to like yep all in your ear. They want to be all up in your ear to like hoping that like, oh yeah, you know what? This certified yapper is right. I should listen to them and block myself. No, stupid. So funny. You have a certified yapper that wants to like yell in your ear about nothing too. And it's crazy because it's like in their mind, they feel like if they just yap enough, or if they just yell enough, or if they just argue enough, you'll just like, here, sure, you can take my blessing. Stupid. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not, but it's just like earlier I said, what was it? I said Harry Potter and the audacity of this bitch. Because I think that is hilarious. Alright. So yeah, this is someone who doesn't like being alone. At peace with yourself. It's so funny because this person, they don't like being alone. And one of the key things that is necessary to... I'll just start with you. I'll just start with you because it's just, you'll see why. So the card that came out is at peace with yourself. That's obviously your energy, okay? Because one of the requirements of peace, you have to be okay with being alone. And not only that, but it's kind of like a requirement. It's necessary to have those moments alone. Didn't I say that somewhere? What was that? I think I read one of the cards that said take some time for yourself. Okay, but at peace with yourself, so you're fine in that. But being at peace with yourself also means that you can be alone, and you know how to be alone. you know, it's necessary, this, that. But the thing is, the main thing that I want to get at is that you know how to be alone. And you can do that. Whoever this person is that's bugging out, they're definitely not at peace, and it shows because they can't be alone. And like I said, that's one of the requirements, is knowing when... Hold on. Oh my gosh, my mouth is like so dry. It's like knowing that it's okay, it's healthy actually to be alone. It's not healthy to always need someone by your side 24/7. That's not healthy. Okay? So this is this kind of individual where they always need... I'm not saying that. They always need someone next to them, or they always got to be up someone's butt. Like, not like literally, but like energetically. Okay? So, that's that. My brother / dad made me do it. So this could be a karmic masculine. This is someone who's very codependent, but it's very odd because they're like, they don't like being alone. I just said the same thing twice, I know. Is this a man? Like, they have abandonment issues, but I think it's from like they feel abandoned by their dad or their brother. I don't know why, but there's something a little off-putting about codependent men. This is a codependent man. But there's something, listen to your body. What is it telling you? Something in your body needs to be healed. Go to the doctors, okay? Go to the doctors and do what you gotta do. But I also feel like it's this person. They could have an abandonment issue that they're overlooking, not paying attention to. There's something, oh my god. It's like, you know, the way it's, I feel like, oh my gosh. You ever, you know that there's something under the mattress, you can feel it, and you're trying to reach under the mattress, and you can like, you can feel it, but you can't grab it. That's what I feel like right now in my brain. This person is hiding an illness. I don't know if it's mental, emotional, physical, financial. I don't think it's financial. It could be emotional. I think it's just emotional. This one this one over here. This man, they are emotionally dependent. Okay, now it's one thing to be financially, it's one thing to be mental. This is an emotional dependent person. And that's very dangerous because it doesn't even matter if the people around them are negative, toxic, cruel, right? If they can feel some sort of emotional whatever, they'll take it. I do think that's a result of lack of affection. So this could have been someone that grew up hungry for affection. This could have been a masculine that grew up hungry for affection by their brother, if they have a brother, their father, or their mother, or their sister. It's someone older than them. A mother and a sister that's older than them, or a brother and a father that's older than them. It could also be like a brother and a mother, or a sister and a father. It doesn't matter. This person grew up hungry for affection, and that created some sort of emotional dependency. Okay, this is the person that wants to yell at you. I feel like I've just finally got what I was searching for under the couch. I also, this person, I seen a red bag. This person's envious of you as well. They could also be envious of your peace. I think that's what it is. This person who is emotionally codependent and they can't be alone because that also results in physical, right? Because that, you know, anyways. This person wants to yell at you, and they're envious of the fact that you don't need anyone by your side. You can be by yourself. You can stand alone. You can go to that job alone. You can go to that market alone. You can stand alone. Stand tall, firm, and alone by yourself. And that is what is it's making this person very envious of you. So now, let's go back to the way beginning, right? Because I shouldn't say that. I was talking about how you broke some sort of power dynamic, but that power dynamic was false. That power dynamic could have been an illusion, right? It's kind of like this is what family looks like. This is what friendship looks like. This is what healthiness looks like. And that was actually a false, because it was built on emotional dependency. Now, I'm not saying humans need social interaction. They need connections, right? But to the point where you can't stand on your own because you need to rely on that, that's an illusion. That's false. That's fake. That we all have our partners, our match, our, twin flame, whatever, our yin to the yang, okay? But to feel like how can I, tell me how to breathe with no air, right? That's from the way beginning. Tell me how to breathe with no air. And you have like this creature. It looks like a creature wearing a gas mask because they can't breathe, right? And it's crazy because the way you've elevated, the way you've attained this balance, this peace, it's like they literally can't breathe in your environment. It's too bright, too loud, too clean, too healthy, right? All that clean, crisp air is going to shock their lungs, and they're going to go into cardiac arrest because their lungs weren't prepared for all that crisp, clean air. That's that. It's really like a circle, right? It's all coming together now. Oh my God. Crimes of passion, love triangle. Oof. So there's a love triangle happening right now. So this person could be yelling at you because of a love situation. So this person feels like they can yell at you just enough to guilt trip you back into something with them, right? I feel like you have two options and you're going to be faced with the decision to make a decision, right? So let's say you have two options, right? You're faced with two masculines or two feminines. Take it how it resonates, right? One of the karmic feminine or the karmic masculine is going to berate you, yell at you, and bully you, right? And if you don't choose them, they're going to do something out of anger, out of betrayal, out of hurt. That's the crimes of passion. They're going to do something either to you or to whomever else is in this triangle. Now, if this is a feminine and she finds out that you're with another woman, be careful, because now this woman is about to grab some sharp objects and aim them at you and or your person. And this could also be a masculine, right? If this masculine finds out that you have another masculine, they're going to do that. Grab something sharp and aim it at you or someone else, because they're not going to have any of that. That's not what they want to hear. That's not what they want to know. That they don't care about that. Right? It's kind of like, how dare you leave me by myself alone in this world? That's the pressure that's going to be put onto you by this karmic feminine or this karmic masculine, because they feel like you're abandoning them for another love or another job or another friend. Take it how it resonates, okay? But it does say love triangle. So that's that. But they can't breathe. They can't breathe in your energy. They feel suffocated. It's because they're being pushed out. It's like they don't belong in there. It's like the best example. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. The best example I can give you is Howl's Moving Castle. One of the Studio Ghibli movies, one of the best ones actually. Howl's Moving Castle. There's this part in the movie, more towards the end, when Sophie is she goes inside the castle, but the way the castle is set up is got like portals, right? Anyways, and so she goes inside the castle, and the henchmen, the Wicked Witch of the West, her henchmen because she's looking for Howl and his castle, right? So anyways, so they find a bunch of the henchmen. They find Sophie, and Sophie starts running inside the castle, and the henchmen follow right behind her, and they get maybe like 2 steps in, but because of magic around the castle, it's like they get vacuumed out. Okay, they get vacuumed out. So it's like this person, they're getting vacuumed out of your energy, and like in space, there's no oxygen in space, so you have to wear a mask. It's like this person can't breathe at your... And the thing is, the higher you go in altitude, the harder it actually gets. Even go check it out yourself, right, and look it up. The higher you get in altitude, the harder it gets to breathe, because the air is so thin and so crisp, right? So it's like you're too pure, crisp, altitude high, and they can't breathe. It's getting harder and harder for them to breathe around you. Tell me how to breathe in the air. Okay? So, and that's the person that they don't want to hear it, because that means you're leaving me alone by myself in this world. That's how they feel. Okay? And the thing is, the craziest thing of all, a lot of you may not even be going to another feminine or another masculine. You're just standing by yourself because it's quieter that way. It's so funny because it's like you're standing quiet, but your quiet is very, very loud. Okay? Who's that song? Tell me how to breathe. Tell me how to breathe in no air. Oh, yeah, it's by Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown. It's called No Air. It's so hard for me to breathe. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe. I don't even know if that's how it goes. Tell me how to breathe. Oh, tell me how I'm supposed to breathe in no air. I must have listened to that song now. If I should die before I wake, it's because you took my breath away. Losing you is like living in a world with no air. Oh, I'm here alone. Didn't want to leave. My heart won't move. It's incomplete. Wish there was a way that I can make you understand. It's like if you say no, I'm gonna make you understand. I'm gonna make you stay. It's like, ugh. No, don't do that. Don't do that. This is an X, right? Could be someone's first, last, middle, initial, name of a word or a place, but I do believe, I do declare, this might be your ex. Alright, I'm gonna get some tarot and then I'll close the reading. This was a fun reading. Dang, what is that? Oh my god. 5 of Swords upright, 5 of Birds. Okay, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is the energy that I'm getting. It's this person. They want to like berate and say something where it like passes through your eardrum and it convinces you of their way. But their way, that's what I've been trying to get at this entire time. If you were to choose them, it's going to block something that's meant to be yours, something that's for you. It's going to block it. Whether they know it, whether you know it, whether that's the intention, it's a block. Okay, so essentially if you go back to an ex, it's going to block you something that's guaranteed for you in the future had you not gone back. You can't receive your future gifts if you're... Well, what's back there? What's back there? Let me go back there. Seven of Pentacles reverse. So I'm getting it's dual. Someone is wasting their time. I feel like you would be wasting your time. Someone feels like they wasted their time. As a reader, you ever think about like... Never mind. Because then I'm going to sound like a nut. We have the Devil in the Vessel. Yeah. There's something real dark, twisted, and like obsession, heavy energy. It's very, I don't know, it's heavy. something is like thick and dense and just hard to breathe. It's this person. It's one of these people is on the board. It's their energy. It's the one that's like emotionally codependent. No. Did you eat? What are you drinking? Well, don't play with the water like that. Yeah. It's funny because I feel like whoever this person is, they feel like they're gonna be lost without you. I mean, it's not funny, but it's just so. In this card, the devil is just the woods, the dark woods.
Wait.
Oh, and then the so it's the devil, and then the vessel. I don't want you to play with it like that. Stop.
The water.
Yeah, but don't do that with the water. Here, this is gonna fall. Let me fix it.
Wait, what? What is that?
Your hair bow.
My...
Yes, come here. It's gonna fall. And listen, I don't want you playing with the water like that, okay?
Okay, I'm afraid about it.
You're gonna sing about it?
Nope, I'd be quiet.
Pumpkin pie, this bow. Okay, there you go. Go ahead. All set. This could also be a Capricorn masculine. You could be a Capricorn. Or someone feels like if they feel like too, another thing too, because there's a lot of dependencies with this person. And they also feel like your breakup or your departure or your termination, your resignation, whatever, it's going to affect their reputation. It's going to affect how people see them. I also feel like your energy is part of their identity, right? It's kind of like a woman whose children all grow up. Now she doesn't have an identity because her identity was her children. Or that woman whose identity is her husband. Or that man who's his wife. That's his identity, right? And they're usually the people that, what are you now? Who are you now? And they're just wandering about. They don't know. So I feel like this person is also terrified because without you, they don't have an identity. Your energy is part of their identity. And if they don't have you, what do they have? Who are they? Where are they going to go? They're like alone in the world. Like they would act as if they just been born. They're like a lost puppy or something. Like you don't know where to go. You know who you are. Okay, like they literally don't have a sense of identity, and I feel like this person is be cautious because with that devil energy, and the very opposite of that is a golden vessel, right? The devil would be like a rotten, dirty, cluttered vessel, and you are a golden, clean vessel. You take this person back, and you're just gonna get dirty handprints, cheese puff handprints, mud. You're gonna dirty up your vessel. Don't do that. All right, and that's just don't. You're gonna waste your time by going back to this ex. You're gonna waste your time. The 10 of lotuses, 10 of cups. Wow. So I feel like, and it's sad to say, but this is someone who they don't have an identity outside of like being in a partnership, being in a marriage, being in a relationship, being in a family. And those things are amazing to have. Of course they are. They're amazing to have. But if that's all you are, and when you don't have that anymore, what do you have? Who are you? And I think that's actually very sad, right? Because this usually happens, it usually happens to those people who become widows or divorcees. Stop it. Or, they always have like a tragic end story. Or they end up having like midlife crisis, So it's very sad. It's a beautiful thing. The 10 of Cups is a beautiful thing. Of course it is. It's a beautiful, amazing thing, and it should be one of your goals, right? But if you're only doing that so you don't be alone, it would be like you're just marrying that person because that was, and I hate to say it like this, because that was the only option, your only opportunity to have the Ten of Cups, right? So this person's, I don't know, there's something about very fear-based. Okay, one of the there's, if you're a divine feminine, I mean, honestly, this could be, if you're a divine feminine, this could be two feminines. If you're a divine masculine, this could be two masculines. Take how it resonates. But if you're a divine feminine, this could definitely be two masculines. If you're a divine masculine, this could be two feminines. Okay, but one of them would definitely be a mistake, right? There's something off about this, because it's kind of giving like this person could have grown up alone or grew up alone or are feeling alone, but then they'll always want to hang out with that one friend who has a big family. They always want to be around. They always want to, and at first it's cool, yeah, it's welcome, it's fun, but then after some time you're like wondering, like, you see the movies and TV shows all the time. Excuse me, I'm burping. And it's just like, it's like if they could switch places with you. Yes.
I wanted the cards, please. They're not yours. They're my cards.
Which cards?
My cards right up there.
Baby, no, because those are mommy's collectibles. You can't. You can't play with the collectibles. This is why I usually get two toys. One for me to collect and one for her to play with. Man, she's fine. Yeah, I feel like it's like, if this will also be the same person that says, like, well, you should be lucky you have parents and aunts and uncles and cousins and brothers and sisters. You should be lucky you have a big family, but not even realizing that big family is toxic. Hold on. She's just upset. So I feel like this person envies something big that you have, but they don't even understand, like, it could be like you want something that's not good, like, and they're desperate to have something that's not good. What is this? This could have also been like an ex of yours that went out of their way to like befriend your family members and your friends, and come to find out you don't even have those family members or friends anymore. And they only did that because they thought like that was where the Ten of Cups was, the camaraderie, the loyalty. And they're realizing, like, you just stole something worthless. If this is an ex from your past, they stole something of yours that was worthless. Don't go back to this person from the past. Now, that doesn't mean you have to choose a person from the future either. You could choose to be by yourself, but at least either way, like, you'll be fine. But if you go back to this past, that definitely don't do that. I mean, that's your prerogative. You can do what you want, right? But you got to think about it like that. If you go back from the past, it's gonna derail you and affect you. But if you either stay by yourself or pick your future person, either way, you're gonna be great. You'll be fine. Okay? So keep that in mind. And I feel like that's going to happen. This person is going to show you their true colors, show you their face. If they feel, or if they confirm, or if they know that you're with another woman or you're with another man, that's when this side of them is going to come out. Like this groveling, codependent side. This is someone who's terrified of losing that image, right? Some sort of reputation, some image. My nose is like so stuffy. reverse. The Four of Swords. Reverse. Four of Birds. Four of Birds. Four of Swords. So, someone is wasting their time and losing their mind. They could have also made you feel like the steps that you were taking, like all the small wins, the small triumphs, they could have made it seem like it was insignificant, or made you feel like, oh, you're really going to celebrate about that? Right? Like, yeah, I aced a test, right? Oh, you're really going to celebrate about that? It's more like, don't celebrate about the small wins. You celebrate when it's big, but at the same time, when it's something big, it would still be like, oh, okay, cool, you graduated, congratulations. So don't be with nobody like that. I feel like this year is about to be so long because this person, they do these things, they talk like this, they treat you like this to please, I feel like, people in your family, to get brownie points. But those brownie points, they're worthless unless they have someone or some place to cash them in. But it's not affecting you. It doesn't do anything to you. If they tear you down or agree with or go against you in front of your family or even their family, this could also be their family. If they tear you down in front of their family, they get brownie points. If they tear you down in front of your family, they get brownie points. But those brownie points are worthless because they don't have a place in your life, or you're not in their lives. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to steal something, some sort of reputation, some sort of image, and it's worthless what they're stealing because it doesn't matter to you. The Six of Lotuses upright. I think this is one of the cards that already came out. Six of Cups upright. This is someone from your past. Six of Cups, Six of Lotuses. This could have been someone that you grew up with and you grew past something. It's like they're trying to impress people around you. So let's say this is someone from your past, right? Maybe, I don't know, let's throw, what's a good year? 2016. Okay, I'm just throwing that. If you were with this person in 2016, all the friends, the family, the associations, the acquaintances, everybody that you had at that year, at that time when you were with this person, they were schmoozing and buddying up and befriending and this and that and this and that, right? To get brownie points. But now that it's 2025, those people are no longer in your lives, and it's like you grew past all those people. It's like you left them in that year, and they're impressing these people that don't even matter because they're not even in your lives or in your levels right now. You're the only one that bloomed. You're at the top. So who are they impressing, and for who, for what? It doesn't matter. But it's crazy because whoever this person is, they feel like they can have, their words are going to matter. The words that they say, they're going to matter today. And they're only doing that because it's kind of like the ex that pops out of nowhere after a long breakup when they see you post your new boo or your new wifey or whatever, I don't know, right? And it's like, you had all this time, you're only popping up because of this. And it's like, I don't know, it's going to be like, I miss you, haven't seen you forever, let's get back together. When you say no, it's something like the monster is going to come out of them. This is someone from your past. Be very careful. Okay, this could be an air sign. You could be an air sign. I'm getting it like a, what does that say? Anyways, doesn't matter really. What is it? The Eight of Cups? Yeah. The Eight of Cups, Eight of Lotuses, Eight of Chalices. This person feels like you abandoned them. Four of Swords reverse. So when you abandoned them, that's when it really started affecting their mental health. Okay? They could have also been doing things or feeling like everything that they put into, all the work that they put into amounted to nothing. Right? Trying to steal, trying to like impress or the wrong people in your life. They should be impressing you. Not that that would be necessary, but trying to impress the wrong people in your life to get brownie points, and it's just like, congratulations, because those people don't even matter to me. I don't care about them, right? It's something like that. I feel like that started happening when you walked away from them. I've been getting a lot of that energy lately, like you walking away from someone from your past and them waiting and thinking that you're going to come back, and you never came back. So now they're losing their mind. They're off their rocker. And the minute that they find out that you're with someone else, they're going to start this whole crimes of passion BS, right? But it's crazy because this person was operating out of a false power dynamic. Emotional dependency. Maybe they were emotionally dependent on their family and thinking that by disrespecting their woman or their man in front of their family would gain them brownie points and, you know, would make them feel better for all the hunger that they met, because again, like I said, they're hungry for affection, right? So they never got it when they're younger. So by disrespecting you was giving them the attention, the accolades, the like, oh, let's gossip. You know, it's like, oh, but now they want my attention. I matter now. And this person, it's like, wow, you really fumbled the bag on this one, ma'am or sir. That's crazy. Because by doing that, that was the there's something in your body, listen to your body, something in it needs to be healed. That's the way they were operating was actually like from a wound that they had from when they were a child, that their father or their brother left inside of them, right? So they were always hungry for affection from their father or their brother or whatever. Okay, so that's their backstory. That's who they are. Oh my God. So then now we're moving on to like you figuring that out. You see that, so then you walked away. They feel abandoned. All right. So now you moved on. You're gonna find someone else. Blah blah. They see that, then they're gonna come out their face in hopes that you return to them. That's where the story is caught up now here. So now, when you make the decision that you're gonna make, which would be the right one, hopefully, right? That enhances your peace. This person, you're gonna need like a metaphorical shield or a thumb of you, a literal, one of those vests that you put under your shirt. I don't know. Okay, let me get two more. Thank you. King of Cups. Upright. Also the Peacemaker. So you have the person, Jesus Christ, and the Six of Birds upright. Wow. So a lot of you are going to be moving on with the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, or you could be Queen of Cups, or you could be moving on with a Queen of Cups or a King of Cups, depending on who you are. Check out how it resonates, right? But this person is going to amplify your peace, add to your peace. This would be the ideal choice person to move on with. All right, this is someone who is emotionally stable. They are emotionally calm, cool, collected. They may seem cold on the outside, but they're very understanding, very patient. The King of Cups is someone who, like, they just get it. Okay, they get it, and they can pour into you. Okay, they have plenty to pour into you. Very empathetic. It's like you feel emotionally calm and safe around them, very peaceful around them. This person down here is a complete opposite because they're operating out of a wound that left them hungry for affection by either their father or their brother or both, right? But that wound left them to where they can't be alone. They have emotional codependency, which leads to physical dependency. They always need to be with someone, even if they don't love them, like them, appreciate them, respect them. As long as they're not alone, they're okay. Okay, and not only that, but there's something else in the background. What is that? Your identity. Yes, that's what that is. Your identity. They can't stand by themselves. They need your energy to form an identity for themselves. This is someone, like I said, they only have an identity or they feel worthy or of value when they're in a relationship, a dynamic, a partnership, or something like that. All right, but you walking away is threatening their identity. It's really making them feel like, how dare you leave me alone in this world. I'll get one more and then I'll close the reading. Reverse. Two of Wands reverse. On the bottom of the deck, where we have the High Priestess and the Swan. So you can see the truth of a matter. Wow, there's 3 pomegranates in this card too. One is facing down, one is facing up, and one of them, I'm assuming the High Priestess is walking with them. They're taken away with them. Something about the fruit of the Spirit, it bears seeds or something like that. So you're, whatever choice that you choose, okay, it's like you're gonna bear seeds, fruit with it. This could even be like a new baby, okay, a business, a opportunity, a door, whatever. But there's seeds and there's planting going on, okay. But somebody doesn't want you to make the right choice as to who plant your seeds with or who you allow to plant in your garden. Two of Wands reversed on top of the... Someone doesn't want you to make the right decisions just so you don't plant new seeds or grow something new. They don't want you to do that. And that goes... I feel like this just tied back to the beginning, because with the Swan here, 511, with like the whole transformation, new beginnings, balancing, right? The Swan is, it's always, they're usually really ugly at first, and then they turn into beautiful, beautiful birds. Hold on. And then the High Priestess. So whatever option that you choose, granted it's not the wrong one, the person from your past, you're going to be able to plant some seeds. Or have your garden sowed. Okay? So really don't worry about much, and just keep being appreciative, right? The small wins, the small triumphs, everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. Okay, keep being, you could also be this King of Cups, all right? This could also be your energy, because the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups upright, I feel like they know true emotional peace. They get it, they know. Okay? So you could see where the peace lies and who's like emotionally not. Like there's something fake about someone's, the idea of like some sort of like emotional dynamic. Someone can see like whoever, it's like someone built a belief or a life or ideology around a false emotional dynamic belief. But you being the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups, you truly get it. You truly understand. So you can truly see like false, who's like faking their emotions, I guess. I don't know. So this is a reading. Hope it helps. Bye.